So, I wanted to come back today and let you know that things are moving and, in government, for something to start in a project like this in 2 weeks is a miracle.
Incredible. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed.
Yesterday, the governor did a supplementary declaration of disaster for Maui County, which included Hanawana and all of the damage going out towards Hana. This is important because it allows for the release of state monies immediately to help with this project. So the county has begun work already. They've begun clearing some of the area to stage how they're going to move in equipment and materials. And I think that they're going to start really in earnest on the 27th. It looks like it'll take about 2.5, 3 weeks to finish all of the work.
As you can see, when you look over the cliff here, it's very dangerous. It's only a matter of time before something happens and somebody gets hurt. So to expedite this project was very important. Most people are just driving up and parking on one side of the land bridge, and then we have cars on the other side that ferry everybody down back and forth. And it's a small community, but the road is a main artery to the Kuleana parcels down here.
The evening of March 8th, we were having serious storms all over Maui County, and one of our neighbors actually was leaving that evening, and just as he crossed over the land bridge, this actually collapsed. It was now stormy and it was nighttime. Our house, which is a very sturdy house, was actually moving because it was very high winds out here, heavy rains, and like I know Kauai was severely affected by the storm, but it was one of the worst storms we've had in years.
Going home last week, it was really heart-wrenching for me because I saw huge damage that you just cannot imagine from one storm. Areas that I just don't recognize anymore. Uakea Road is gone. The road no longer exists. You look at this and it looks like it was a ravine that was there for a long, long time. Some of the old buildings in Hana where the roofs flew off and were in the middle of the street, it was very sad for me to go home and to see this amount of destruction from one storm. And then I started thinking about what is going to happen when the next storm comes. The ground is saturated, everything is loose. We have really bad infrastructure right now, and the next storm may make it even worse.
I've been taking pictures, and I can see from the day one until just today, I can see how much we've actually been losing by looking through the pictures over the last week. So it is eroding, but like today we're supposed to get a heavy rain, and every day we're nervous about what that means, how much of the road we're going to lose.
This part got really soaked and it collapsed into the river below, about 100 feet drop. So it made it impassable for cars and very dangerous to walk across. As it is now, they're clearing around it. So I know engineers were out there today working with the residents about schedules, how people come and go, when they'll close the pathway completely, how they're going to realign the road. So I understand it's going to realign coming this way and then around out this side?
Yeah, it's
like
going to move to the east and it's going to drop down. They're hoping about 20 feet right here, Kalani, so they can move keep the angle repose at 45 degrees. So
Okay.
they'll be using the roadway as fill, and back here is fill, and they're going to use that mound of East Maui irrigation road. They'll be using that soil as well. So there's plenty of material here for them to execute the repairs.
Good. It's still a road in limbo. The land is owned by DLNR, but the road is still in limbo. Maui, it's been on a case-by-case basis. And for the most part, the county has been very liberal in their interpretation and saying, okay, we're going to fix the roads. We'll take care of it. There's roads out in Hana that they maintain, but if you look on the maps, it's all private. You guys deserve to know who's going to maintain the road.
Yes.
Right? And I think there's communities all throughout Hawaii that want this kind of certainty as well. Mm-hmm. But I think that this particular issue was the one that got everybody interested in looking at the issue again.
We are very grateful for driving this and helping us, because it really has been, we didn't know what we were going to do. We really didn't.
So, congratulations to the people in Hanawana that came together, made the right calls, and all of the county people and state people that came together to make it all happen. So with this said, I would say in 3 weeks we should have a new aligned road, and it should be open for everybody to pass in and out of Hanawana again.